We think insulation should be like buying cars. Not everybody drives the base model car, but the industry tends to be focused on the minimum standard, whereas they need to be able to suggest options to their clients that allows them to be able to upgrade to products like spray foam, knowing that there are such significant benefits for doing so.
Yes. Tell us about that. The house. This house is obviously identical to the house that you built in Martin.
It's very close to being identical. Some areas are larger around the garage and certainly the master ensuite, but the rest of it is exactly the same size. We didn't alter Waimate to it, just where it was pink bats, because we didn't know any different. Although our joinery was thermally broken.
Yes.
So we went as far as we can with our limited knowledge at that stage.
Great.
And then spent 2 years researching after that.
Yep.
To make it as efficient and as warm as we could without having to use a lot of energy. So the last house had a fireplace in it. This one doesn't.
About half.
Half.
Wow. About half the difference. So the cost of running the other house from an electrical point of view was about double what this house is.
Yeah.
And that doesn't account for the fact of the wood and the fire.
Oh, so you've still got wood on top of that as well. So.
Well, in the other house.
The other house, yeah. Wow. Do you notice a significant difference in the way and the improvements that you've made on this house?
Yeah, definitely.
We would have to say it's night and day.
Yeah.
Was it night and day?
Night and day difference. So aluminium joinery,
yes,
as opposed to UPVC triple glaze.
Yep.
The insulation factor on its own.
Yep.
So those two things primarily are the major differences between the two.
So in the mornings, do you find there's obviously a degree difference in the mornings, sometimes if it's a cold morning, that you wake up in the morning, or is it you just keep it at one temperature all the time?
We just set it at one temperature
all the way through,
and it just stays
there.
The heat recovery system is a 96-97% efficient.
Yep.
So while it might be 22 degrees, 23 degrees, that might be the variation that you've got.
Yep.
So it doesn't drop very much at all.
So it's like summertime inside all year round.
Very good, and this is why we've got the air conditioners.
Oh,
yes. We also supplement with ceiling fans.
Oh, okay. Then,
so those are the two things that we do to keep the air moving.
Yep.
And when we did get some extreme days, 28, 30, 33 degrees, it was very pleasant inside. 24, 26 by comparison.
Just because the sun, obviously, in summer, the sun's higher.
Yes.
And so therefore what's coming in through the windows is very small because of the height of the sun.
And compare that to, say, the Martin house in the summer, because Martin does get, it's wine country, isn't it? So did you find that house in the summer heats up quite a lot?
Look, it did heat up, but it didn't heat up the same as, it didn't maintain a heat the same as this house does, and then it was harder to get rid of. So you relied on air conditioners to do that.
So you used a lot more energy in the summer to cool the house down
than you would here.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So in regards to the insulation itself and picking the right applicators, how did you come across NZ foam? Good. It's a great thing. So.
Look, I think the applicators that came to do the house were great.
Yes.
Very, very good representation of the spray foam company.
When I asked things that I didn't know and happy to answer, and yeah, they were really good.
Oh, that's great.
So knowing some of the costs as they came through, primarily because the building company was liaising with it, and some of the specifications they had put in place were less than what we had asked for. And we did have to pay that little bit extra to get the spec that we wanted.
Yes.
We would turn around and suggest that the insulation is worth the effort to go through because you do get it down the track. And I don't think people really realise just how effective it can be to be able to stump up with that money to start with.
Yeah. We don't notice it. You don't even know unless you've got windows open.
Yes.
And you end up with that breeze blowing right through. Otherwise, you don't know until you're looking at the window.
Oh, wow. When you have a party and it's in the middle of winter and everyone rugs up because they think that they're going in, because they're leaving their own houses into their house, how do you find their reaction when that happens? Because that's always an interesting one.
They can't quite believe how comfortable it is.
Yeah.
And certainly this trip off really quickly.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, we normally go, so looking in the door, you'll need to take that off.
Yeah.
You'll be too hot because we're standing there in something that's, short sleeve.
Where you guys really nailed it on the head by, moving from one house to another house, doing your research. And now you're at that point, the payoff is great. You guys.
Totally. And we can just see it. We're building what we call our forever home.
Yes.
And we wanted it to be as comfortable as we could, knowing that we're aging as well. And you didn't want to be out there having to be a slave to chopping wood,
No.
as we see our neighbours doing.
Yes. It's very. And their fires, and you look at behind us, their fires are on now.
Yeah.
And then you look at likes of your other neighbour that's got the same product as you guys, same thing as, at the end of the day, their heating is relative to what they're doing as well. So from that point of view, no, it looks great.
Bit of an audio file
Oh, okay, yes.
in both areas,
Sound, yeah.
and when you're playing music,
Yep.
you've now got an inert box that doesn't absorb.
So
It actually reflects
which ends up wonderful.
the full clarity of all of the sound, and it's not diffused or distorted in any way, despite the furnishings and things that are in the room. Here, they're more in the setting space,
Yes.
which we just run the bare bulbs through.
Yep.
And then you've got to coat it with the likes of Ripcord, that sort of thing.
And knowing what you know now, likes of talking to friends that are building houses, obviously, you'd recommend NZ Foam to insulate their homes.
Yes, we would. And we do.
Yeah.
We do constantly, because the downside of most people when they do a new build or a rebuild, they don't think about the insulation other than the pink bats,
Yes.
because they don't know about a lot of other products out there.
Yeah.
And certainly there's not a lot of research done. And we've had good friends who have built, and they have gone standard just with the bat products,
Yep.
and or non-thermally broken aluminium windows, and regretted it after the fact when they realised these products were